Hey guys, I just sat down to film this video and the sky just opened up out of nowhere and it's like pouring rain outside and there's not a cloud in the sky. So that's gonna be super interesting to see how long that lasts. If you can hear kind of like a white noise machine in the background, it is the rain. But we are talking July favorites today, things that I've been loving. I say this all the time, but I can't believe I'm sharing my July favorites with you guys because it's almost August, which is just super weird. But I will have everything separated into categories. So beauty, fashion, home, and then lifestyle or fitness. Those are the 4 categories we're talking about today. I will also have everything numbered up on screen and linked in the description bar and comment section so you can shop. Some of the items you'll even be able to they'll be able to pop up right here. It's all linked, okay? We will go ahead and get started with the beauty category. That is like my biggest this month especially. The Tower 28 gloss is stunning. I am wearing the color pistachio today, and one of the reasons why I love this the most is it's really, really shiny, but it's not super sticky, and the color is just gorgeous. So I don't know why pistachio for like a mauvey pink color, but it is beautiful. And I've been getting requests to talk about my lip combo on Instagram stories because people are like, your lips are so shiny. I love them. And I've just been really impressed with Tower 28 kind of in general this month. Like, I don't know, they really make products that are friendly for skin like mine that's acne prone, oily. You know, you can't use anything that's gonna clog your pores if you have redness. Like Tower 28 really does cater to like the sensitive skin girly. So when I found a like just regular lip gloss product that was really good, I was like, oh, they just make some banging makeup products across the board, even skincare. So again, the lip gloss in the color pistachio has been amazing. I've worn it nonstop this month. Next up, the Tower 28 powder. This one really surprised me. I have a few powders that I rotate between and I really like them, but I feel like every time I use the Tower 28 powder, it's just like, it makes my skin look like glass. It's almost crazy because it's such a thin pressed powder, but it really does give you like decent coverage. I can use this with like a tinted serum, and I feel like when I use this powder versus any other powder, like it almost just makes my complexion look even better. So I have actually used a decent amount of this, and I will be repurchasing it in the translucent color because it's good, y'all. And I really was surprised. I always get a little nervous when a translucent color comes in and it's like stark white in a pan and it's pressed. Tower 28, they just know what they're doing, okay? Number 3, the Medicube PDRN Serum. I mentioned this in one of my Amazon Sunday Scroll videos, and truthfully, it's just been what my skin needed. I feel like my skin has been at such a good, healthy, happy place since I started really going to a med spa and using like a little bit more medical grade skincare. But I just wanted something that was just like a little bit more of an oomph. And I feel like this just made my skin look a little bit happier and a little bit more hydrated without being oily. I cannot use anything that really says hydrating, but this is just one that my skin loves. So anything Medicube has honestly been really amazing. They go viral for stuff all the time. They really make good Korean skincare at such an affordable price. So I'm not surprised that that one has been like a favorite of mine this past month, but I was surprised at just like after one use how different my skin looked. Now the next product, I believe it was sold out last time I looked, but you can always like be notified when they come back with a restock. I'm not sure, but this is a newer drop from Zio Skin Health or Zio Skincare. I get Zio from my med spa, and I really have stuck to a very strict, very simple skincare routine since I started going to them for my rosacea in January. And I look at pictures of my skin in January and I can't even believe that I'm looking at the same person. And so anytime they're like, this Zio product is really good for redness, acne, whatever, you know, I always think, cool, that's definitely something I'm interested in. Well, I got a ton of breakouts from my B12 that I will talk about in a later portion of this video all over my chest, and they kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And my mom, I was like, what do I do? Like, it's making me so insecure. I'm talking, I looked like I had an insane reaction. I don't even have pictures of how bad it actually got. And she was like, I think you're pissing off your skin. People were like, use acne patches, use this, use that. And she was like, you don't need to be doing anything to your skin. You need to leave it alone. And so I finally was like, okay, I'm just not gonna touch anything. I'm not gonna do anything. Well, so I started looking into a little bit more about the B12 breakouts, why they're happening, and it basically said like B12 can disturb your microbiome in your skin. And I was like, wait a minute. I think they were mentioning how at the med spa, they came out with this product for redness, for acne prone skin, and it can help really like with your skin barrier. So I sprayed this all over my chest one night before I went to bed at the beach. And the next morning I woke up and my jaw literally dropped to the floor. I was like, Mom, look at my skin. And she was like, whoa, your skin looks so much happier. That was what she said. Like the B12 just made my skin angry. And she was like, your chest has looked angry all week. It's been red and inflamed and broken out and covered in whiteheads. And she's like, it just looks calm. So I actually did nothing else to it was all chest acne. That's why I keep doing this. I just sprayed that. And literally within 3 days, it was completely gone. This I have been using on my face in the morning before I go to the gym because it actually reduces the redness on your face. The girl at the med spa, she said she keeps it in her purse because it won't mess up your makeup. And she's like, if ever I'm red from just being hot and sweaty, she's like, I will spray this all over. And she's like, you can watch your face get less red with this. So not only does it help with redness, it also can help acne, but it's not gonna like be this really drying, angry product. It's just gonna make your skin calm and happy. So I am officially a fan of this. I will officially keep this in stock all the time. It has become something that I just spray on my bare skin first thing when I wake up and then last thing before I go to bed. And I cannot say enough good things about it, but pretty much all things ZO. They're just definitely, I don't recommend ZO to someone who does not have skin issues. Like if you're a sensitive skin girly and you've just always fought with your skin, get in with a med spa and figure out a good ZO skin health like plan for you. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I have been loving to do a slick back, and this Day Hair like cactus styling serum is definitely one that I'm gravitating towards more just because you can actually work this out of your hair. And what that means is you can do the slick back and the next day you can wake up and literally like brush through your hair and it really doesn't look like you have product in your hair. Now, the longer you use it, it will not only look like you have product in your hair, but it will feel like you have product in your hair. So I don't think you need to be using this, every day for 5-6 days without washing your hair. But what I'll do is like today I curled my hair. Tomorrow I probably won't touch it up or anything. I'll just leave it be. Wednesday, I'll do a slick back, and then Thursday morning after I go to the gym, I'll wash my hair. So like Wednesday and Thursday morning, I'll do a slick back, and I will use the Day styling cream because it just smells absolutely fabulous, but it just gets all the flyaways without looking crunchy, feeling crunchy, looking oily. But again, it's just a bonus that you could honestly get up the next day, and if your hair didn't look dirty, you can just like brush it out and you could never even tell that you had product in it. The next product I've been using nonstop is the Bondi Boost brush. Say that 3 times fast. I love just kind of doing like a blowout look. I get a lot of requests for tutorials here on my YouTube channel, and I actually have done some on YouTube Shorts. So you can like go to my page and you can see videos or like YouTube Shorts, which are similar to like Instagram Reels or TikTok videos. I've actually shared a few tutorials on how I get this look with the Bondi Boost brush, and it's amazing. I constantly am just like turning my hair so I don't feel like between my heat protectant and keeping that brush like turning, I don't feel like it's ever burned my hair. I feel like my hair just looks healthy and shiny. I don't have any hair oil in, and you can just see the glow. And I feel like it just gives me the look I want every single time. But I know that people like this because it gives you a blowout look, but it's a silent brush. And people are always like, oh, which do you like more, this or the Dyson? And I need to make sure I say this. I always get so chatty in these videos. This is not a wet to dry product. Do not use this on wet hair. The Dyson can take your hair from wet to styled. This has to be used on bone dry hair, not even damp hair. Bone dry hair, but it is silent, which is really nice. And then the last product I have mentioned in my Amazon Sunday scroll videos that I have a like things my mom has recommended to me video coming very soon. This Sarna lotion is one. So I shaved my legs at the beach and I walked out and I was like, Mom, I forgot lotion. And she was like, girl, let me tell you. She was like, you're gonna be addicted to this. Go get the bottle of lotion in my bathroom that says S-A-R-N-A. Sarna on it. I was like, okay. So I used it and like 30 seconds went by and I was like, what is this magic? What is this? It has menthol in it. So it actually is very cooling, but this is an anti-itch lotion. Now, I'm not someone who like, I wouldn't say I itch after I, shave my legs or anything, but this just like really has a cooling, calming effect. So if you are someone with super sensitive skin and you do itch after you shave your legs, this is great. It also says on the packaging that it can help with like bug bites. I think it even says like rashes. So it is still good for sensitive skin. Let me tell you, I was so addicted to this that we placed a grocery pickup order while we were at the beach, and I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and add a Sarna lotion so I can just get my own. And I have used this every single time I put lotion on since we got home from the beach. Now we are into the fashion category, and I must say my favorite product of the week I actually got from one of my girlfriends, Jen, who I think she got from someone else. It's a purse bowl. It is essentially a bowl that when you get home, you dump all of your stuff into out of your purse. And so that way, if you're changing your bags frequently, you're not having to like take them out of one bag and make sure you got everything. You literally just like take your purse, dump it upside down, dump everything in the bowl, and it's all good, all right there. And I feel like this also like is forcing me to kind of keep my bags a little bit cleaner. Like I don't have receipt paper, gum wrappers, cars, an individual sock from my kids like shoved down in my purses. So I just really love the purse bowl for so many reasons, but it's nice to just have a little place. This is where all my stuff goes. And then whatever bag I'm wearing this day, I'll just take it out of the bowl, put it in my bag, and at the end of the day, it goes right back into the purse bowl. I think it's so convenient and so fun. But I will say there have been 2 bags that I've been wearing back to back. So the next product is the brown bag. I got this off of Amazon, and I must say, I love Teddy Blake bags, and I have been gifted some in the past. I've purchased some in the past, and I recently got one. I want to say it was around like Christmas time, and it was a 13-inch. And I will say, like, it definitely kind of gives off like an Hermes vibe. And I love the bag. The quality was amazing. Well, so I saw that they had a very small, I'm not well versed on all the Hermes bag names, but I want to say it was like, it maybe looked like a Kelly, and it was a $600 bag from Teddy Blake. And I was like, let me see what I think about it. And it came in, and I was like, okay, I mean, it's good quality. I don't know if it's $600 quality, but it's decent. That same day, I actually saw an Amazon bag from like, I can never think of how to say the brand. It's like JWPEI. Well, the bag looked very similar. So I was like, you know what? I can actually get this on same day delivery from Amazon. Let me get this one since it's only like 110. Let it come in and I'll see what I think. And when that Amazon bag came in, I was like, Teddy Blake, you're going back. There is absolutely no way. They looked almost identical in quality. And one bag was $100 and the other bag was $600. So while the style was slightly different, I feel like just everything that I have purchased from that like JW brand on Amazon, I've just been like, good Lord, the brand is so high quality. And so I feel like I'm getting this really cool structured looking bag that maybe looks a little bit more designer, a little bit more structured, but it's not $600, and it certainly isn't $20,000. So yeah, I'm loving this brand, and I'm really gonna start looking into them first when I am looking for bags that are very on trend. But the black bag for the next product that I am loving is this one from Quince. I never really had black bags until this year, and I don't know why, but like now I'm all about it. I've never been like big on black shoes, black bags, like anything. I just always like wore black in my clothing and just had colorful accessories. But no, I've been gravitating towards this one a ton. I do wish they had this exact bag in like a lighter brown color because the quality of this is insanely good. Y'all know my love for Quince. It's unreal. Their stuff is just the most top tier quality ever for such a good price. And so whenever I'm wearing a black bag, I tend to gravitate towards this one, or like a brown bag, the one from Amazon. These plain flip-flops, very simple. Not much I can say about them apart from the fact that I've purchased some from Walmart, from Amazon, from Teeks, I think is how you say it. Like I had a variety of price points of just plain flip-flops. And these are hands down, not only like the best quality, but they're really freaking comfortable. Easy to throw on. You can like wear them when you don't want to wear like a super cute fancy sandal, but you still want to be like comfortable. Like I just feel like it's just nice to have a good simple pair of flip-flops, and these are it from Amazon. Okay, so gold earrings. We all know I love a good set of earrings, but I must say this has hands down been one of my favorite packs of earrings that I've bought from Amazon, and I think it like usually is under $12 or $10. And I feel like I just want like funkier shapes that are still very minimal, can be styled multiple ways. Like I can wear them today with like a blazer. I can wear them with sweatpants and a t-shirt. Like I feel like I'm naked if I don't have earrings on. on. So I don't want a statement earring, but I still want something that you're gonna notice. And I feel like this pack of earrings from Amazon, it checks all my boxes. And then the next product is actually these earrings that I got from Amazon that I have. I actually have a pair of these already, but I grabbed different sizes. So we have, I think it's like the 25 and 32 on in this video. But I just absolutely love just the slight difference in them, because it's like, they're cute earrings. You can wear them for day to day, but if you want an earring that's a little bit more of a statement, you can go bigger or you can just go smaller. I think that like my love for fun earrings does come from the slick backs. Like it's a look, it's a vibe. But I don't know, it just makes a difference to have like a different sized earring based on your look. And that sounds so ridiculous, but I love my earrings, so I don't regret it at all. And then the last monthly favorite that I truly have been wearing anytime I get a chance, I always have like a good pair of like throw on shoes. That's what I call them. I'm just gonna throw these on and go outside. I'm just gonna throw these on and walk up to the mailbox. I'm just gonna throw these on and do whatever. And I actually wore these pink Walmart sandals to the beach, and we actually stayed somewhere where as soon as you got past the dunes to the sand, there was water. And then you had to like walk through like a few inches of water, and then you would get to the sand, just like the way that kind of when the tide would come in, the way it like worked. So I needed shoes that I could like walk through water with that would still be good quality. These look brand new. I have literally walked through salt water in these, through the sand, to the pool, to the mailbox, outside. I have put the hours into these shoes, and they are perfect. Now I will say size down if you are between sizes, because they come in whole sizes only and they are a little bit big, but I went down a half to a 9, and then I also had to tighten up the buckles on them to be the tightest setting, and they fit perfect now. Now, we are into the lifestyle category, and I always chat more in these videos, and I did wanna give you guys a little B12 update. I'm super bummed about it. I loved the B12 injections. I mentioned like, I felt like my energy levels were great. I feel like it just gave me a really clear head space, and it was just nice. Well, I was doing 100, I think it was like 100 units every Monday. And that was what the doctor said. They were like, you know, start out, we can adjust it based on what you think. I was using Eden, a like little online pharmacy where you go in, you put in your height, your weight, your, you know, why you want this. And really, I had just heard so many people that were really into health and fitness say that like they felt like B12 was just great for their energy levels. It removed any like fogginess they felt. And that is what I experienced. But I noticed by the end of week 2, I had these like really, it was like 2 really big bumps on my chest. And I was like, these are painful. I have sensitive skin, but even then you can always tell if you're an acne prone girl when you've done something versus this is just like my skin. And I was like, this is something I've done. What is going on? Because anything that I would do to get rid of those one-off bumps that I maybe would get on my chest, they were not going away. And so I, you know, went to social media about it, and I was like, I think it might be the B12. And people were like, it's definitely the B12. But this happened by the time I had reached week 3, and I had already done my week 3 injection. By the end of the 3rd week, my chest was covered in the most painful breakouts. They kept getting worse. I looked like I had the most insane reaction. Nothing was getting rid of them, not steroid cream, no amount of body wash, nothing. Like people were like, use acne patches. It didn't do anything. And so I talked to not only the doctor that prescribed me the medication, but a few people on Instagram who had had the same experiences, or who, you know, had tried B12 or even work at a place that does B12 injections. And basically they all kind of said the same thing, that sometimes when you have too much B12 in your system, your body just pees it out. Sometimes when you have too much B12 in your system, it tries to get out by creating acne, and it can like destroy the microbiome, I think is what it actually said, of your skin. If you have rosacea, it can make the rosacea flare up, which I did kind of feel like by week 3, I was like, I look like I have just like this strip of red across my face. And I just basically had too much. So the doctor was like, you can either go down and do 100 units once a month, or you can do 25 units every week, up to you. Personally, I just think after the experience I had, as much as I loved the B12 and how I feel like it just definitely gave me like this slight energy boost, I feel like just how hard it was to get rid of those bumps, I'm just a little scarred from it, so I just won't be using it anymore. And it sucks because I had done B12 vitamins and I feel like there was no difference. But I mean, everyone has different experiences. You know, there have been some people who had amazing experiences with it. And again, I personally know people who were like, it has completely changed my life to do them. And then there are some people who were like, yeah, I'm pretty scarred too. Like I could just lessen the dosage, but I'm so scarred from it. And so while it was just leaving them alone and letting the ZO kind of like calm the skin and then truly just letting it get out of my system that made the acne go away, I'm so stressed about it that I just don't think I'm gonna be doing those again. And it makes me really sad because I feel like I noticed so many positive changes, but the acne looked insane. The other thing that is like a lifestyle fitness favorite this month has actually been like a snack plate or like a snack tray. I am not someone who eats like 3 square meals a day. I'm a big snacker, and I've been trying to get better about like prepping my snacks ahead of time, because otherwise I'll just like go grab a handful of like pretzels or chocolate and just shove it in my mouth and keep going. That's not healthy, it's not sustainable. But also, like, I really do lack getting my fruit in, specifically blueberries, strawberries, bananas. Like, I just don't get a ton of fruit in my diet, and antioxidants really, like, you can get the most of those from your fruit. And yeah, vitamins are great, but like you really should eat your nutrient dense things. You should be getting the bulk of that stuff from what you ingest. And so I was like, all right, how can I get more fruit in my diet? And that has been the snack plate. I now make snack plates, and I'll like just kind of eat off of them as I'm working throughout the day. I'll do a number of things. I'll do like green peppers with cream cheese, and everything but the bagel seasoning is literally the best ever. Or like green peppers with hummus is super good. Cucumbers with hummus, tomatoes with tahini dressing is a dream come true. I'll make little like snack containers. I'll put almonds, blueberries, strawberries. When you prep your snacks ahead of time instead of your meals, I feel like that's almost easier for me to like prep my snacks, because that's when I really do make like the poor eating choices. So yeah, I've just been loving a good like snack plate, snack container, whatever you choose to call it this month. For the home category, I have one item, and I must say this is a really good affordable find. We have a back porch, and I did not realize how much back porches, like, they really are a lot of work. And when we were moving into this home, my mom was like, yeah, back porches are a lot. Like, it's a lot more than you think, because you think the screen is gonna like protect you from a lot of things. It doesn't. You still get pollen, you still get dirt, you still get bugs, occasionally bugs. But we didn't want to be taking our Dyson outside on our back porch. So on Prime Day, I grabbed the Bissell Featherweight, and I love this little teeny tiny powerful vacuum. It is just what I need to really get all the stuff off my back porch, because whenever I sweep it, I feel like it just like constantly is throwing the mess into the air. So a vacuum is gonna get it gone, but it works on our outdoor rug. But it's not this like super expensive heavy vacuum. It does have a cord. I didn't care about cordless. I just wanted something cheap and easy. So I feel like this is lightweight. It works really well. I would recommend it for, you know, indoor if you have carpet or kids or pets. But like if you have just a small space and you just need something that's just gonna get up a little bit of mess, 10 out of 10 recommend the Bissell Featherweight. And we are finished with my July favorites video. Guys, like, Merry Christmas. Honestly, like, Merry Christmas at this point, because what the heck is happening? Like, how are we here? I will go ahead and say, I'm gonna start doing little reminders here and there. You guys, Christmas is the same day every year, December 25th. Go ahead and start Christmas shopping. I'm not doing gift guides until around like October, November, but if you are on a tight budget, prep ahead. I said that the other day in my TikTok video, and there were a few people that were like, thank you for the reminder. You're right. Like, it definitely is easier to shop sooner. So Merry Christmas. It's gonna be Christmas before you know it. Just go ahead and start shopping, because I mean, blink and happy New Year. Like, love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.